Authorities have recently found indication of criminal negligence on the Tangerang prison fire investigation after questioning 25 witnesses, including the warden.
And for more recent updates regarding the case, we are now joined by criminologist Leopold Sudaryono. Good afternoon, Mr. Leopold. Thank you for joining us on the 3-Hour News Show. Now, we would like to ask you regarding the suspects that were being investigated. The status of Tangerang prison fire incident has changed into investigation right now, and which means there will be at least one suspect. It's said that there may be more than one suspect. What aspects are being considered for the incident to be fully investigated here?
Well, I think the police may will make these two charges. The first one is on the 359, any person by negligence cause the death of another person. So the police will establish that prison guards or certain person have negligence their duties outlined in the standard operating procedures, and it will be used as the base for the charges.
All right, so what charges will the suspect face?
There might be two articles. Article 359 regarding the by negligence cause the death of another person can be punished in imprisonment of 5 years, and then Article 361, which will may be used to incriminate others in duties. They may receive like a third of like we call more sentences compared to normal.
All right, Mr. Leopold. So, what was the recent investigation's main focus? So there are two: the actions that should be done during the incident, or the cause of the fire itself.
Well, there are actually three aspects.
Three at the moment.
The first one is the negligence to maintain the safe operations of the prisons. It relates with road procedures, like in maintaining the hydrants, the fire alarms, the procedures be understood by the staff. And then the second one, the negligence that caused the fire to start. Yeah. And then the third one, the negligence to timely evacuate all the inmates. I've learned from the prison staffs that have been interrogated, that they may focus on the last two, on the negligence that caused the fire to start and the negligence to timely evacuate inmates.
Now, Mr. Leopold, it is reported that the warden did not have enough time to rescue inmates as the cells were locked due to normal procedure. What are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, according to the SOP, all blocks and cells should be locked at night time. So the keys will then be kept in a locked glass box. The key to the box will then be kept by the head of the security or the warden until the next morning. In case of emergency, any guard around can break the glass box to get the keys to open the blocks and the cells. That's the procedures. However, in reality, not all guards familiar with keys. Right. It's like a bunch of like keys. You can have like tens of keys in a big rings, because normally only certain guards in the morning or in the afternoon open or lock cells. So not every guard is familiar. And you can imagine under the distress, it's not easy to open the block and all the cells timely.
So you're saying that there are some procedures that needs to be changed or renewed, and telling all the wardens to understand these procedures. And also, several prisons were seen renewing their electricity system to prevent fire outbreak after the incident. However, overcrowding is still an issue. Is there a solution for this problem? Maybe we can learn from this incident.
Yeah, there is. Overcrowding is affecting the ability of the prison to function, to provide healthy and safe environments for inmates and for guards. Therefore, apart from putting criminal charges on the prison staff who involved directly, in the incident, our government should also implement the penal policy. It's implementing using too much imprisonment. For certain crimes like drug abuses or gamblings, we can introduce community sentencing like community service. And also for drug users, you can put them not in the prison, but in open prison. Put them away from the drug dealers. What we are doing now is just put together the drug dealers and the drug users in the same compound, making it a very perfect market, which makes difficult for prison management to control. And also, 40% of the overcrowding now were contributed by the drug users, by the cases with gambling. So I think we really need to adopt alternative sentences. This will help prevent overcrowding and hopefully the similar incident in the future.
Okay. All right, thank you so much, Mr. Leopold, for your insights. Have a great day.
You too.
Right.
So that was criminologist Mr. Leopold Sudaryono telling us what he knows about the incident yesterday. Let's just recap what he said. So, several aspects to be investigated. They all have to do with negligence, first and foremost. First is the negligence in fire preventive measures, the extinguishers. There was also negligence in the fire itself, and of course, negligence in the evacuation process.
True.
Okay.
And also he was mentioning that there are so many drug convicts inside the prison itself, and he was actually advising the government to revise this regulation, not to put drug convicts inside the same prison with other convicts, because it would then create a very difficult situation for the prison guards itself to control it.
Now, the other convicts that you mentioned, those include the gamblers as well, people who were caught gambling. They were placed in together with the drug users,
right,
which of course led to an overcrowding in the facilities. As Mr. Leopold just said, that maybe the drug users should be separated from the gamblers, also from homicide, from murders as well. Even terror suspects should also be separated into different facilities. And let's talk about the suspects. Should they be found guilty, a heavy punishment awaits them. 5-year prison sentence was mentioned. Even something even more severe than a 5-year prison sentence could be involved once they determine all this.
Right.